for this homework, it's very, very simple. What I'm going to ask you to do in your sketch pad, and you're going to do this homework and you're going to bring it to your next lesson. In a moment I'll tell you when your next lesson is, but you're going to bring it to next week's lesson. And you're going to do an hour on this, because these homeworks are now only once every cycle. So I'm going to expect you to do an hour. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to do exactly what we're doing in class, is I'm going to ask you to put together a composition. In other words, I'm going to ask you to put together images to form a painting or a drawing. But the theme for this particular piece of work does not have to be the Olympics. It could be anything you like. For example, if one of you is into horse riding, then you could have images linked to horse riding. If one of you is into sports, basketball say for example, you could have everything linked to basketball. You could have hoops, you could have the netting, you could have whatever, all linked up to basketball. And you could have it all linked together by the basketball court. And I don't exactly know how the basketball court goes, but I think it's got something like that. And then there's a half circle at the end there. I'm not sure, or whatever. I don't exactly know how it goes. But you will be able to look it up on your iPads or your phones or whatever you've got. And what I'm going to want, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to want a composition. You may pick the theme. Does everybody understand? You may pick the theme. But I want one theme. On this one, I'm picking basketball. B-A-S-K-E-T, ball. Okay? Basketball. But you can pick anything. Any theme you like. Yes? I want you to just draw it out. You don't have to put colour, you don't have to put shading. You can do the Olympics if you wish. Some of you will have realised that I'm actually setting you homework which is directly linked to what we're doing in class. As I told you at the beginning of the year, there are 3 really big things that we've got to get across this year too. This is number 2, which is composition. And you've got to be able to do this. You've got to feel confident to be able to do this. So I'm going to ask you to make sure that you do this quite a bit. Okay? You don't have to do one design if you don't want to. You can just do one design. Can I remind you, please, you are in year 9. You are not in year 7 or 8. So I'm not expecting some rubbish. I'm expecting 1 hour. Thank you.